I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna hold you every day and every night. We'll be together with a roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of our single bed. We'll share the same roof. For Jah provide the bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know now. I got to know now. I'm willing and able, so I throw my cards on the table, 'cause I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna hold you every day and every night. We'll be together with a roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of our single bed. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles return into the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright.
As we gather in Ibiza's light, in this moment, the world falls away. We're here, bound together by the island's love, the weight of the past lifted. Let us embrace the joy of this gathering. For today we honor not just your union, but the sacred act of being present, the miracle of now, alive and breathing. As you stand before each other, may your hearts open and speak the language of love, unfiltered and infinite. In this place, let us celebrate your journey ahead, knowing that every moment is precious and invites us all to witness the beauty of becoming. And Ibiza's always been a centre for open-mindedness, for diversity and acceptance. And I think this is fitting for these two beauties because Natalie and Morgan are open-minded people. They're sensitive to one another's differences. And this union today symbolises their acceptance of these differences, this divergence, and the promise to move forward, working through those differences into a much, much higher place.
Here's to right now. You're surrounded by your loved ones and all are wishing you well as you create a brand new chapter in a story that's yours to tell. We talk about the memories you have made together and the moments you've already shared to be carried with you forever. But take the time to live today as your marriage begins. Look around and soak it up, the moments you are in. For this is where the magic starts, when you both say your vows. You pledge to spend your lives as one because of the love you feel now. So here's to the future that is bright and warm and clear. But more than that, here's to right now and what it means to be here.
I think of those two 11-year-olds that saw each other for the first time on the school bus, both a little unsure, both heading somewhere new. Morgan had no time for girls, he only had eyes for football. But it didn't take long for Natalie to pipe up and claim Morgan as her future husband. No one else was getting this guy. Barely into the second decade of her life, but Natalie somehow knew this was her man. And at the time, over time, their paths naturally grew closer together until it seemed impossible to imagine one without the other. I wonder if to know them is to see the quiet, steady work of partnership. They've navigated all the twists and turns of young love. School dances, late 59-minute phone calls, first flats, new cities, shaping a bond that feels deeply familiar, yet always evolving. Natalie has energy, direction, and a gift for finding solutions in chaos, where Morgan is the calm at the centre, patient and steady, making sure that laughter never gets lost, even on the hardest of days. Each of them, I think, balances and strengthens the other. And over time, that balance has become the foundation of their family. Years of shared experience have made them a team in the truest sense. Packing up, moving at a moment's notice, supporting each other's dreams, be it football or cake sprinkles or another little business, and embracing every new adventure, whether it's a cross-country move, a new job, or simply a quiet walk with Riley and Jerry. They know how to lean on one another, how to celebrate each other's victories, and how to face challenges hand in hand. Knowing Natalie and Morgan, I think, means witnessing the joy they find in the simplest things. A family trip, or maybe a quiet evening at home. It means seeing how they've become each other's best friends, how their history together is a source of understanding and comfort, and how that sense of knowing extends to everyone lucky enough to be part of their world. Their first furry child, Tommy, was their constant companion through every move and milestone. His memory lives on in the gentle chaos of their family life, in Jerry's antics, in Riley's laughter. A reminder, perhaps, that true family is made not just by time, but by the love that fills it. Today, as Natalie and Morgan stand here with all of you, those who've known them, supported them, and watched them grow, they invite you to celebrate not just their wedding, but a partnership based on understanding, on years of shared memories, and on the deep comfort of truly knowing and being known by another person. I think these two really do see one another. They don't just look, they see, and they constantly search for the good in each other. Natalie told me Morgan is kind, caring, and generous, the best dad in the world, and he's provided me with nothing but love, security, and support over our 16 years together. We met on the first day of secondary school, and I've been completely besotted ever since. And Morgan said, the way Natalie has supported me and continues to support me has been incredible. She organises and runs our lives. And watching her be the best mum to Riley is something really, really special. I simply can't imagine going through my life without Natalie by my side. Natalie and Morgan, I think, really do see each other. And that is a powerful vision that I find so enchanting. Natalie and Morgan, everyone, give it up for them. Come on, let's hear it. Well, actually, you can come and if you want to give Morgan's ring to Natalie, and if you want to give Natalie's ring to Morgan. Give him a little round of applause, everyone. He handled those rings very well. Good man. Natalie, Morgan, you've come to this sacred place to make known that you wish to take the next step on your journey through this life together. You're making this commitment in front of your family and friends who vow to support your union with their love and their care. Your relationship, your love, is your own. No other person, text, or wisdom can define what the two of you share. So let the words you're about to say flow through you. Let them be a beacon to guide you along the path. So first, let me ask you, Natalie, do you take Morgan to be your husband?
I do.
And Morgan, do you take Natalie to be your wife?
I do.
Do you, Natalie, take Morgan to be your husband, your best friend with whom you've grown, to share life's journey in love and understanding, today, tomorrow, and always, to trust, honour, and be his steadfast teammate, to love him faithfully through all that comes, good times and challenges, and if doubt arises, to recall you are each other's constant, the support that you always find, and the promise you have made on this day?
I do.
Do you, Morgan, take Natalie to be your wife, your best friend, with whom you've grown, to share life's journey in love and understanding, today, tomorrow, and always, to trust, honour, and be her steadfast teammate, to love her faithfully through all that comes, good times and challenges, and if doubt arises, to recall you are each other's constant, the support that you always find, and the promise you have made on this day?
I do.
Natalie, first, if you want to take Morgan's ring and gently push it into its rightful place on his finger. And Morgan, now you, if you want to take Natalie's ring, push it into its rightful place on her finger. They did it. I think they deserve a round of applause for that. Come on, give it up for these two. May your life together remain a path of discovery, where each new day brings opportunities to learn, to adapt, and to walk forward side by side. May you find comfort in the familiar presence beside you, in the quiet understanding that only years together can bring, and in the steady reassurance that you are truly seen and understood. When the road is smooth, may you celebrate with joy, and when it turns uncertain, may your shared trust carry you through. May the laughter you share light the way through ordinary days, and may the strength you've built together be the shelter in every storm. As your journey continues, may you always return to one another, to the warmth of belonging, the peace of companionship, and the gentle certainty that comes from truly knowing and being known. Morgan, you know what to do, my man. You may now kiss your bride. Come on, let's hear it for these two, everyone. Let me introduce to you the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Fox. Come on, let's hear it.
So much better with everything. Nice and glowing in my chair, there's no compare. I adore you. Ooh, I adore you. I came first, but you're ahead beyond your years. People try to find this thing you've always been. I adore you. Ooh, I adore you. When prayer answered you all through life just like a dancer. If I had my way, every day would be your parade. When prayer answered you all through life just like a dancer. If I had my way, every day would be your parade. Ooh, I adore you. Ooh, I adore you.
It is traditional on these occasions to comment on the bride, but quite frankly, she's looking fabulous. I mean, she's always looked lovely to me from that very first moment 31 odd years ago when she was a bit wrinklier and noisier and smellier, but she's always been lovely, honestly. Today, and indeed the whole time we've been here in Ibiza, it's been fabulous. It's been perfect. Today's event, I know we have many organisers here, but it's largely down to Natalie. She's been planning this for about 17 years, I think. She's a bit of a list maker, and what she has done over the years has been meticulous and careful and plan and make lists. And why she succeeded in school and university and in her own enterprise, which she did for several years. And that same effort has meant she's just succeeded. She just seems to do things really very well. We can say publicly how so very proud we are of her. She has been the perfect daughter. Father of the Bride speeches have a certain style and requirement, and one of the first things we have to do is welcome our new son-in-law into the family. Well, frankly, Morgan has been a part of our family for so long, utterly redundant. Young Morgan made his first appearance at her 12th birthday party, or the first appearance to us. And he came along with his friend Alex. And frankly, we didn't know which one of these boys was the chosen one. It didn't matter. Where could this go? And his name turned up from time to time over the next couple of years. And then he started coming to Sunday lunch and dinner. And he just seemed to be around more and more. His friends will recognise that conversation was a little difficult. I mean, he's a well-brought-up lad. He please and thank you. Sometimes we had a yes and a no, but actual conversation was just a tad difficult. But nonetheless, his presence was regular. And after a couple of years, we realised this was Natalie and Morgan. Teenage years progressed, and we became more aware of football. It's been a huge pleasure to share his career over the years, from the under-18s and the academy at Charlton through Sheffield Wednesday and Stoke and now QPR. And we even saw him playing with a 17-year-old Jack Grealish at a wet and windy Saturday in Crawley, playing for Notts County. Absolutely. But throughout these years, he's been generous, charming, and self-effacing. He's been a delight. You will appreciate how much we love Natalie. I can think of no nicer person to share the rest of her life. I have been married for what seems like a very long time. I'm supposed to offer some advice. I think we should always remember that marriage is a sacred and loving union between two equal partners, one of whom is always right and the other one is him. The two of them have already shared many trials and many delights, including the little one here in the corner. And I'm sure that they have very many more years of happiness to come. So if I can ask you to charge your glasses, stand with me, and toast the very lovely couple.
I've been waiting for this for a very, very long time. But to be honest, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. It's an absolute pleasure to be doing it alongside Ollie. I knew he would be the shoo-in, but I've just crept into the starting lineup on this occasion. So Morgan, thank you very, very much. What an absolute perfect setting we have here today. An absolute far cry from Burning Sailing Club, where I attended one of Nat's birthdays back in the day. Can you remind me which that was? 18th. Oh my goodness. Obviously, after spending time with Morgan, getting our suits sorted and whatever, he paid me and Ollie a amazing compliment. He called us both the two most unreliable people he knows. I mean, for someone like Morgan, it's really not difficult when you are Mr. Reliable. both on and off the pitch. Isn't that right, Natalie? The first time I set eyes on Morgan, well, it wasn't actually my eyes, it was my ears. At Charlton Athletic, Sparrows Lane is a training ground. There's a small astro where the youngsters used to train. Morgan turned up and I could hear his voice before I could hear anything else. There might not have been many words, but when I heard it, I was like, bloody hell, what is that? It sounded like Darth Vader was coming out to train. But me and Morgan, I would say we hit it off straight away, but we were the only white lads in the team, so we automatically gravitated towards each other. And also at the time, I know I've had some bad haircuts, mate, but that was an absolute shocker. It was Justin Bieber when he first came on the scene. Cole, I hope it wasn't over 20 quid, let's put it that way. But yeah, no, we instantly became close and came through all the way together to the first team. To be truthful, it took me about 2 years of knowing him to know that he actually had really good banter. Unfortunately for Morgan, he wasn't too keen on meeting new people back in those days. So once he said he fully settled in, there was no looking back for him. I apologise unreservedly for everyone here for some of the shit that this man in the pink blazer will come up with, including doing Moonies at a Tom Jones tribute act with Morgan's aunties and young cousins. But yeah, Foxy, it's been an absolute pleasure being your mate, and honestly, I was absolutely over the moon when you asked me. That was absolutely fantastic, so thank you, mate. There's one thing I would like to touch on, actually, and that's Colin and Leslie. Fair play to you both. No disrespect, but looking at you, you wouldn't think you'd have a pop star and professional footballer on your books. So guys, I must say, it does raise some serious questions about what happens in the South Woodham area. And Ollie, a small note on you, mate. Your comeback story to regain #1 son after all these years is absolutely fucking remarkable, mate. I'm extremely proud of you, mate. You've managed to be all the things I'm not. Sensible, reliable, and level-headed. Jokes aside, mate, I cherish you as family, but I think you know that already. The Aldridge family are extremely lucky to have you. And also, yesterday there was a moment, not everyone might not have noticed, but at the drinks, a boat pulled into the marina in front of everyone, and the boat was so appropriately named as Tommy. And whether you believe in things like that or not, it's a sign, and that shows that he's with you, and it can't be a coincidence. So yeah, lots of love, guys, and a toast to Mr. Reliable and the beautiful Nat Fox, guys, please. Thank you.
'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you of me, and you give me all of you. Right, one more time. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you.
It was roughly 900 years ago that Morgan and Natalie became bus friends. A tale as old as time, but natural. Bus friends led to boyfriend and girlfriends, and then suddenly, to my surprise, a very shy, blonde girl was sat next to me at our family dinner table. She didn't have too much want or need for conversation, a bit like Morgan, so it was a bit of a hand-in-hand on that. But she had a massive love for beige kids' meals and refused to eat my mum's lovely cooking. It's safe to say that this has come a long way, and unfortunately it's the only thing that's grown other than Natalie's. Well, I was going to say your height has grown, but you've sort of stayed the same. Steady height since you were that age. In the early days, Natalie was a source of slight contention in the Fox family household, as mum had to let her precious boy fly the nest in a grey Fiat Punto 10 minutes down the road to Burnham so he could go and eat at the Jolly Fisher in Burnham with Nat on Friday nights. But wounds heal, and as time goes on, the family had actually gained a new member. Mum now has someone to talk to Strictly about. Dad has another set of deaf ears to tell Welsh jokes to. And me personally, I've finally got a sister that I can gossip to about my failing love life. Which, like Nat's height again, hasn't really changed for 13 years. The next milestone for the guys was moving in together, and after some years inhabiting both the parents' house, they went to Kent and got a dog. Suddenly one dog became two, and two dogs were followed by this lovely boy opposite me, Riley. I'd like to say a quick cheers to Riley for being the star of the show. As someone who now obviously gets to travel the world and feels very lucky to, and has travelled around maybe a few too many relationships as well, I see now what Natalie and Morgan have and what they're in love with. It's not as simple as being in love with another human being. Sometimes it's what that human represents. Home, patience, and a safe space to cry when West Ham ruin another streak of form by losing to Brighton, probably. Their relationship transcends the simple want to be wanted by another person, and in truth it energises both of them, and I think everyone can see that. It encourages both of you to be like the best versions of yourself, and that's really inspiring for me to see. Even when Natalie can get hangry and Morgan can get woken up from a daily afternoon nap. It's this kind of love that they have for each other that little Riley has the rest of his life to watch and learn from. In honour of this amazing day and this ever-blooming marriage, I'd like to raise a glass to my two biggest inspirations, who have taught me that love isn't just in movies, sometimes you can find it on the 504 bus to Southend. So cheers to Morgan and Natalie, love you all, thank you very much for coming down.
Foxy and Natalie!
Believe it or not, this really is the same Natalie that used to come around your house and not say a word. I'm glad that was covered earlier. Well, now none of us can get a word in. The love and the support you've shown me and Natalie, we are so grateful for. Travelling all around the country to visit us, you can blame Phil for that one. But it makes the time spent even more special. Although you can't put a price on the time shared, it has proved costly on your driving licence, hasn't it, Dad? 3 points on the way up to see us, and 3 points on the way home. From the same camera is a personal highlight, but watching you both with Riley is amazing. And I know how special he is to you, but for me it's how special you are to him. And Mum and Dad, we love you loads. Well, Natalie, I guess this really was worth the wait. I know just how hard you've worked and the amount of planning and effort you have put into all of this, but truly it has paid off. I've had the best time so far, and we still have so much celebrating left to do. 17 years ago, sitting on the bus, we would be here today. Growing up together, living together, moving around the UK, and now raising Riley. I couldn't have picked anyone better to do all those things with. The support you have given me with my career is more than I could ever ask. Relocating and leaving your career behind was nothing I expected of you, but it was something that you wanted to do to support me. Some of the places we have lived and friends we have met along the way has made it truly worth it. Who knows where our journey will go next, but I do know packing up the house won't be an issue, as you're getting pretty good at it now. The past 2 years have flown by, so it's true, time does fly when you're having fun, because that's exactly what parenthood has been for us. Every day Riley makes us smile, laugh, and okay, sometimes makes us cry. But he's growing up to be an amazing little boy, and he doesn't quite know how lucky he is to have you as his mum. Nat, you really do mean the world to me, and to Riley, and we love you so much. So please everyone stand, charge your glass, and one last toast to my amazing wife. Cheers.
I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his gifts, and Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fist. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. But she said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Blue, blue.